Joining me today is John Dwyer, Principal at Coolibah Marketing. He'll be speaking at IIR's Retail Financial Services Forum, which takes place on the 27th to 28th of September 2011 in Sydney. Hello, John. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, James. My pleasure.
How do you think that the financial services industry companies need to adapt their marketing strategy to address the changing demands placed on them?
Well, I guess first and foremost, I would say that a lot of the financial institutions, and I won't say any names or pack drills, but a lot of them need to understand that people are looking for better service these days. And that's not just in the financial sector, it goes right across the board. Hospitality, if you walk into a restaurant and you enjoy a nice meal now, you expect nice service. And I don't think that is any different with the banking industry. And I think there's a few players in the financial sector that really need to pick up their act when it comes to customer service and, delivering the unexpected.
How can a financial services company more effectively market its brands in light of the recent GFC and the increased challenges it's placed upon its products?
Look, my view is that it's very important to showcase your customer base and what they think of your brand. It's all very well for any financial services company to beat their chest and have a catchy tagline or a catchy brand line. But in my instance, the building society that I consult to, which is the Greater Building Society, I've made a point, or they've made a point over the last 8 to 10 years, of featuring customers in their marketing, and the customers have been able to promote a brand of helpfulness and strong customer service, to the extent that the Greater can boast at this very moment a 95% customer satisfaction rate.
How can a brand stand out in a crowded financial services marketplace?
Good question. Yeah, good question. How does a brand stand out? Look, there's any number of ways that can be done, but it probably would be easiest if I explained to you how the Greater Building Society has managed to stand out in a pretty crowded marketplace. The Greater is a relatively small player compared to some of the big banks, but I believe that they've been punching above their weight in the recent years. We've been able to score Jerry Seinfeld, the world-renowned comedian, to act as spokesman for the society, and for the last 2 years, the Greater has seen its brand awareness skyrocket as a result of that, and that's the sort of way that I guess a financial services company can stand out from the rest.
What's the key to selling an RFS product based on credibility rather than just hype?
Look, I think the marketplace, particularly the banking customers marketplace, are a wake-up to, glitzy advertising jargon and jingles these days. I think that the sector has been under such a microscope from commentators that the general public are very much aware of glitzy advertising campaigns, and I think they're very sceptical of that. And when we engaged the services of Jerry Seinfeld to promote the Greater Building Society, we made sure that Jerry was happy with still having customer testimonials within the television and print advertisements. So therefore, we will feature Jerry at the top of our TV ad and at the back of the TV ad, and obviously that gets attention for the Greater, but we make sure of one crucial thing, and that is that the customers are featured in the midst of the ad. And I would recommend to any financial services organisation that they don't forget their customers when it comes to their marketing. Include your customers in your advertising and you will find your credibility goes through the roof.
You're speaking at IIR's Retail Financial Services Forum, John, which takes place on the 27th to 28th of September 2011 in Sydney. What key aspects will you be addressing in your presentation?
Look, a number of the things that I've just touched on, using customer testimonials in your marketing and how that can increase your credibility, and it can break down the barriers of mistrust, and particularly in the financial industry sector. You've only got to read in the paper every day. There is a lot of mistrust in the financial industry, so it is, I think, vital for any financial institution to feature its customers in its advertising. I think the other thing too is that financial services companies need to do is just be regular. Just be regular guys. Think twice about the glitzy jargon and the glitzy jingles, and just speak to people in your marketing as you would speak to them over the back fence or at a barbecue. And I also think too is that customer service, I know it's an oldie but a goldie, but extraordinary customer service is the name of the game these days. And I guess that goes across all industries, but certainly for the financial sector that's copped a bit of a bagging over the years in terms of poor customer service. I think the banks and the financial institutions that step up to the mark and demonstrate in their marketing that they give exceptional customer service, they are the ones that will win the customers.
John Dwyer, many thanks for your time today. We look forward to your presentation at the event in September.
My pleasure, James. All the best.